Hey guys, it's me, Casely657, and I actually did apply the homemade that I use, and I tried to build up the penguin's nose. And might speak, I'm doing pretty good. Just a few little things I might probably say. You need either latex or something to cover it up. This is just basically temporarily, just to figure it out. But it looks pretty cool actually. I just actually made the snout like this. It's really actually quite better actually. I just want to post this of my nose. Um how what's the ratio or how much you could use on a wax, and as much as I just made it, I built it to a point I made it right, and I pushed this a little bit more up because I think that's what his nose is like, almost like it has like a snout created. So I just lift this, push it, give it a nice solid, and then it's gonna be it lift up itself. But yeah, since it's like since it's like it's the nose and wax, they're not meant to last pretty well under the heat, so it's really kind of like you're playing around with it, but you try to keep the thing level. And that's pretty much what was going on when I'm like playing around with it, see how I could do it. And the result, it looks pretty essentially good. But I might actually am going to use like a latex just to keep it together and paint it. Maybe try to see if I could use something else to enhance it a little bit better. But you kind of get the idea, like what kind of nose you might have. Like if you try to make one, basically you use a bridge of your nose and then stretch as much of a layer you possibly can, and then create that little bumps here, right here, and then just pull a little bit more and go right under to my nose, like here, so you can see it, creating that snout. And then just make like a little bumps like here, like when you put your two finger in, you create like little, like he has something right here that's like a, I don't know what you call it. It's like some kind of a bridging from here, and then there's like a little empty spot here, like almost like he got punched a lot, if that's better describing it. And this usually would help, and once you did it better enough, you could actually like detail it after you apply the latex, and you give it nice little shadowings. Now I know it's white completely because I didn't use any foundation or any paint, because this is just like, I guess that's his nose, what originally is like really white and pale looking. So it works really well. My mistake, I'm doing pretty good. It's just the downside to it is like you literally have to work what you got. I don't have anything else except my homemade my homemade scarf and nose wax with the Vaseline and flowers, and I managed to make this just to do this. So you guys were like wondering how this thing's done. It's not that kind of hard, but it's very tricky to work with. You're better off might use something else. If you could manage to find a prosthetic for it, or you have to make one, that's at least that's what I probably heard of. But actually quite good though. It took me quite like almost like a couple of minutes to like hours or something just to get this thing really accurately as best I can of his nose. And yeah, it's pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoy it of the samples. Bye.